Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Alfa Romeo Giulietta 1.6 JTDm. And today, I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features, inside and out. So, here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. You do have welcome lights as you unlock the car. And this Giulietta does have a 6-speed manual transmission. The Giulietta comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. The steering wheel on the distinctive trim does come wrapped in leather with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The 1.6 diesel engine is paired with a 6-speed manual transmission. For reverse, pull the catch just below the gear knob and push the gear lever all the way to the left and up. Once reverse is activated, the parking sensors come on. The gear knob does have a silver finish to it, and the base of the gear lever is covered in leather. Just ahead of the gear lever, you can find Alfa Romeo's D and A switch. This switch is essentially for the Giulietta's 3 driving modes: Dynamic, Natural, and All-Weather. Dynamic mode enables drivers to have a sportier drive. In this mode, the power assistance given to the steering system is reduced and the throttle becomes more responsive. Dynamic mode also introduces pre-fill, a function that utilizes the vehicle dynamic control system to provide Giulietta drivers with the fastest braking response possible. Natural is the standard setup for the car, with all the systems working as normal. There is a gear shift indicator to help drivers upshift and downshift as needed to optimize fuel efficiency. All-weather allows for better grip on slippery surfaces. Pre-fill also makes an appearance on this mode to enable drivers to brake better on less grippy roads. Standard safety features on the Giulietta distinctive includes 6 airbags, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, ISOFIX, child seat anchor points for the rear seats, and the vehicle dynamic control system, which comprises of anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, anti-skid regulation, and hill hold assist. As usual, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. For the Belgian spec Giulietta distinctive trim, 16-inch 5 double-spoke design alloy rims are standard. These rims are wrapped in Bridgestone Turenza T001 205/55 R16 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front, while solid disc brakes are found at the back. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts, while the rear gets a multi-link setup. Giulietta is not a strange name to Alfa Romeo. The first Giulietta, or Type 750 and 101, appeared between 1954 to 1965 as Alfa's family car. It was then replaced by the Giulia, which in turn was replaced by the second Giulietta. The second incarnation of the Giulietta, or Type 1.6, was on sale between 1977 and 1985. The current Giulietta, otherwise known as the Type 940, was first introduced at the 2010 Geneva Motor Show. It was designed as a replacement for the then decade-old 147 hatchback. While its predecessor was available as either a 3 or 5-door hatchback, the Giulietta is only available with a 5-door configuration. A modest facelift was unveiled for the 2014 model year. Under the bonnet of this Giulietta is a 1.6-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, turbo diesel inline-4 engine. Branded as the JTDm-2 engine and bearing the 940C1000 codename, this engine produces 118 horsepower at 3,750 rpm and 320 Nm of torque at 1,750 rpm. 0 to 100 is achieved in 10 seconds and the top speed is 195 km per hour. With a 60-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the Giulietta 1.6 JTDm-2 is 3.8 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 99 grams per kilometer and the Giulietta is front-wheel drive. The Giulietta went on sale in Belgium in the middle of 2010. Petrol and diesel engines are available, and depending on the engines chosen, transmission choices can either be a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed Alfa twin-clutch transmission. The range starts off with the Progression trim and tops off with the Quadrifoglio Verde trim. Exterior features of this Giulietta distinctive includes automatic manual leveling halogen projector headlights, automatic wipers, LED daytime running lights, LED indicators on the front fenders, LED rear lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, single chrome exhaust pipe, chrome window trim, chrome front door handles, black rear door handles, and body-colored side mirrors. You do have some storage down there together with your speaker, and right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls. All of them are fully automatic in both directions, and your window lock. You do have a bit of storage down there. Alfa Romeo door sill for this side. And the driver's seat in this Giulietta does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, and that lever down there controls your seat position. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. This Giulietta does come with a dual zone automatic climate control system with all of your controls located right here. It is quite simple to use. You do have your fan speed in the middle with your different modes, on off button, driver side temperature with your air conditioning and recirculation, and your passenger side temperature with your automatic mode and your mono mode. Mono means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have their individual temperature controls. Right down here, the aforementioned DNA switch for your driving modes, and right here you do have your SD card slot, USB port and auxiliary port. And right here you have the button to turn off or on your automatic start-stop system. If you do have the system activated, the engine will momentarily shut off when you arrive at a stop such as a traffic light or a traffic jam to save that extra bit of petrol or diesel depending on what the car is running on. And right here to the left of the head unit, you do have your electronic central locking right above, your fog light switches as shown earlier, and this button is for your tire pressure monitoring system. This Giulietta is fitted with the optional Uconnect 6.5-inch radio nav head unit with a 6.5-inch color touchscreen display, various media connectivity options, navigation, and 6 speakers for the sound system. I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the Giulietta do sound quite good. We are currently in your main Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the artist, title, album. You can play pause, go back a song, go forward a song, hit audio to bring up your different audio settings with your balance and fader, bass mid treble, your speed volume, loudness, and whether you want the radio to automatically turn on, recall the last setting, or turn off upon starting the engine. You can select the source just by hitting this button, and you can select between USB auxiliary, SD card slot, and your Bluetooth audio streaming. If you hit Bluetooth, you can select your different paired devices, or you can pair a phone as well. Hit this button to turn off the display if you do not want the display distracting you. Mute button, your volume and power knob, and right here you do have your tuning knob. It also allows you to scroll through some of the functions on the display itself. Right here you do have your settings menu with your display settings, display mode, display brightness, language, units, and all that. Your clock settings, safety and driving assistance settings, light settings, locks, doors, engine off options, audio, phone, Bluetooth, and all that. You can even restore the system back to factory settings or clear personal data. If you hit info, brings up your song information with your track number, artist, album, title, composer, genre, and the year the song was published in. If you hit more, brings up your song information, outside temperature and compass. If you hit the phone button, brings us to your Bluetooth telephone menu with your phone options, redial, and the call, mute, transfer, conference call. Down below, you can access your phone book, recent calls, dial a number, read your text message, and your Bluetooth telephone settings, where you can pair a phone, delete a paired phone, and all that. And right above, you can store up to 5 favorite numbers. Hit the nav button to bring up your navigation. Right here, we do have your maps. Use the plus and minus arrows to the left of the display to zoom in and out. Hit the menu button to go back to your main navigation menu, where you can enter your destination via an address, recent destinations, points of interest, home, junction, favorites. You can even pinpoint the location on a map if you wish to do so, and you can enter your destination via other sources as well. Your map information with your traffic, where are you, trip computer, and your emergency information. Hit the settings button to bring up your map settings with your map setup, speed limit, help, and all that. And media basically brings us back to your media menu. If you hit radio, it brings us to your FM AM menus, where you can look at your list of available radio stations in the area, perform a manual tuning search, and all that. And that's about it for the display. You do have a storage area right here. Power folding mirrors. Hit this button to fold the mirrors in. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, mute button, voice control, and the right spoke houses your on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system and your seat track buttons. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. On the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control. If you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can go through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your range, trip A, average fuel consumption for trip A, current fuel consumption, average speed for trip A, elapsed time for trip A, and the same set of data but for trip B instead. Date and day, and back to your range. Within that display, you also do have your mileage down below, your DNA information on the bottom left, and right above you do have your outside temperature and time. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. And to the left of the instrument cluster, these set of buttons, the up and down arrows, if you do not hit the set button and the headlights are on, the up and down arrows actually adjusts the level of the headlight. But if you hit the set button, it brings up your menu on the instrument cluster where you can set your dimmer, speed buzzer, buzzer volume, service indicator, passenger airbag information. Go to the first page. And that's about it for the settings menu. You do have a cigarette lighter or power outlet right here, depending on what you use it for. Center armrest with storage down below. You can move it out of the way to reveal a couple of cup holders and an ashtray or storage depending on what you use it for. You can remove this part so you can actually have 2 cup holders rather than the ashtray taking up 1. You also do have a bit of storage right here. Auto dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. The sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. The rear door handles are mounted within the C-pillar. You do have your window control right here, some storage down there together with your speaker. The rear seat backs in this Giulietta do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and then flip the seat back down. You can move the seat belt out of the way if you did not want the seat belt obstructing you. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually quite a bit of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I only get about this much legroom and about this much headroom. It is not the most spacious back here, but the back seats are actually quite nice and soft and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs, a single rear aircon vent with an ashtray down below, rear center armrest with storage. You can pull this portion out to reveal the cup holders. And you also do have a pass-through to the back. Your rear lights right above. And you do have grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides at the back. There are actually a couple of ways to open up the rear hatch in the Giulietta. The first way is via the button on the key, and the second way is via the Alfa Romeo badge on the rear hatch itself. Just press the badge and the hatch pops open. Boot space in the Giulietta is 350 litres with the rear seats in place and 1045 litres with the rear seats folded. To the left of the boot is a light that illuminates the area, and to the right there is a storage hook. On both sides of the boot are storage areas, and underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre and toolkit. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your window control right here, with some storage down there, together with your speaker. Alfa Romeo door sill for this side as well. And the front passenger seat in this Giulietta does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side. Quite a big glove box. It extends all the way back. However, the lid does drop quite low, so you do need to move your legs out of the way to let the glove box open in full. Grip handle for the front passenger. And the sun visor on the front passenger side does get a vanity mirror and a light as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Alfa Romeo Giulietta 1.6 JTDm. Thanks for watching and goodbye.